In this tradition, when we look at therapeutic vinyasa or therapeutic restorative, every single pose looks different for every body. And that's because one of the primary purposes of alignment is to awaken the parts of us that are sleeping. And the parts of us that are already very much awake, and sometimes overly awake, overworking, overexerting in a pose, to let those actually recede a little bit into the background. So one example would be the lumbar spine. In many people in back bending, it's all lumbar spine because that's already awake. And in fact, what do we get? What does it look like if a lumbar spine is overly awake? What would it look like if we were standing up? Can you do that? That's classic gymnast pose. Yeah.
That's why I was in a back brace for 3.5 years of my life.
Really?
Yeah. Stretch back yourself.
Yeah, so, and I like to call that butt asana. So it's
got a big booty, I think.
Big booty pose, yes. And so Maria and most gymnasts, but many of the rest of us have a very hypermobile lumbar spine. A lot of us have that. And then the upper thoracic may not be as open. So for me, this is a part that moves very, very easily. So I have to take, and Kate has that as well. So we really work in back bends, not to pop this out, but rather to knit this in. So this can actually lift and open more. So for each of us, where that pattern comes into play is very different. So for all of you, you have different spaces that are sleeping and different spaces that are already awake. So really the goal of therapeutic asana is to wake up the parts that are sleeping. And the parts that are already very much awake, we let recede into the background. And the ones that are balanced and sort of awake in a normal sense get to remain so. So we're actually looking at colonizing. It always goes back to awareness.